One man is being victimized by our own government. One man who they fear, yet who millions love. One man who is willing to take the poison arrows of lawfare. One man whose voice has been taken away by a corrupt judge operating in a corrupt system. One man who has been ridiculed and insulted. One man who refused to back down. One man who refused to back down. One man who refused to back down. One man who stands between us and them. One man that wants to see America protected again. One man who wants to see America prosper again. One man who understands that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. One man who understands and protects the blessing of life. One man who wants to restore American exceptionalism. One man who once again wants to make America that shining city on a hill for all to see. A place where all the people of the world glowingly set their eyes upon. America. One man who unashamedly wants to make America great again. That one man is Donald Trump.
This is Fanfare with Barry Cunningham.
His language was not specific. It came out, if you were listening to that video.
I was in the room, Elmer. I was in the room.
I'm sure, but if you were
I'm just telling you that I was in the room.
But if you were any sort of normal person listening to that video or looking at the clips online, you could come to the conclusion that he was calling, at minimum, this one man garbage, or not, if not all Trump supporters garbage. Does he regret not being more precise with his language? And does he also?
I'm waiting for the question to end, but keep going.
And I apologize.
Yeah,
and the second part
ahead.
of that is, does he have any regret for how this has shadowed Vice President Harris's campaign?
So a couple of things there, because there's a lot that you laid out. Look, the president wanted to clarify because he understood that what he may have said he understood that what he was saying was being taken out of context. So he wanted to be very, very clear about what he was trying to say.
Much has been made about Biden's comments. The White House is in total damage control. It's whether there was an apostrophe S, his supporters garbage, that it was, or supporters plural as garbage. What is your take and what will be the impact?
Just what the Harris...
Before we get to his impact and him impacting the question, I got to break in here with some breaking news. Trump is going to break the internet. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to put this up full screen so you can see what Trump just dropped about 5 minutes ago. I had this entire show planned out, and I'm like, oh my God. Yes, friends, he's done it. Oh, the Kamala team has got to be flipping, going nuts right now. The man has taken a picture. He got the Secret Service to basically, hey, bring in a garbage truck here. We can't take him out on the street. That's not going to be safe. So they just had him bring a big old garbage truck, and Trump got in it with the vest on and everything. The garbage man. Trump is the garbage man. He never fails to disappoint. I'm so sorry. He just never fails to disappoint. He's leaving these people in ruins, absolute ruins. Now back to our previously scheduled program. I had to break in with that.
Campaign wanted to be talking about is apostrophes. It's quite a gift from the old boss at the end of the campaign. But is it really, from a political matter, is it going to? From a political standpoint, is it going to matter? Is there a voter who's going to take umbrage at these remarks, get so offended, and then rush to the polls, who wasn't already going to the polls in the first place? Now, in terms of the distraction, the point I made at the beginning, Harris would like everybody focused on her closing arguments to the extent that this kind of takes over the news cycle for the morning. That's not what they wanted. More proof of why Joe Biden was a candidate they were worried about having be at the top of the ticket. So it's not what you want, but I don't know in the end if this really. Also, by the way, if you want to get in an insult comparing contest with the top of the Republican ticket, that's not a conversation that Donald Trump will come out of well. So I think this is one of those things that gets covered in a campaign, but I'm not sure of the practical effect it's going to have on voters.
A few moments later.
His comments, seemingly describing Trump supporters as, quote, garbage. The Harris campaign is trying to downplay the effect of those comments. Of course they are. But I wonder if you think that those comments are going to move voters.
It's going to be huge because this is not some comedian saying something stupid and offensive at a rally where he should have been basically disinvited. This is the president of the United States endorsing his vice president saying something, and I know that there's different interpretations about what he said. It's still inappropriate. He still shouldn't be doing it. And I've watched Trump already seize this. The basket of deplorables was significant, was meaningful in 2016. In 2024, I can promise you.
Sheer panic. They're freaking out. It's not going to really matter. No, it's not. It doesn't really matter that much. Oh, okay. Wait till you hear some people talk about it.
That this is going to drive Trump turnout. He's doing it already. I can see. I'm sure there's going to be ads on as soon as tonight about this. This may be a turning point for those final 3%, and that's all it is, who still need to be persuaded.
Why did the Democrats go wrong?
Okay, so that was Frank Luntz talking. And he had actually taken a focus group of, 4, 8, 11 men here. Listen to what these guys say. It's eye-opening.
Where did they go wrong? Anybody. Ken, go ahead.
Their choice of Kamala was one thing, but having Walz as the backup is really concerning to me. I would not want him to end up as vice president.
Why not?
Oh, he's much weaker than either Kamala or any other of the Democratic potentials. He's just weak. I don't see him having any viewpoints. He looks like a happy dog following his owner on a leash.
The Democratic Party's lied to us. I mean, they would say on and on and on, like Biden is fine, and then all of a sudden he's not. And when it's too late, they just appointed Kamala, and they didn't do the process. She didn't have to battle anyone in her own party for her position.
They actually threw Biden out.
Yeah.
Right? Who knows? I mean, I'm just saying she had to battle no one. So she got the nomination, but she didn't have to compete with anyone. She was handed it. And it's just Democrats just lie.
The funniest thing I have to say about this is that as you're watching this video, it's October 30th. Literally 6 days before the election. And you're telling me all these high-paid consultants didn't think this was going to happen? They didn't think to themselves, people are going to have a problem with you just installing somebody with no votes. Did you really think you were going to get away with it? So you're spending millions of dollars on ads. Actually, she spent $1 billion on ads. You've spent gazillion dollars on basically strategists and pollsters, and no one came to you and said, I don't think this is a good idea. I think you need to open up to like a mini primary and, figure out what you need to do. Maybe you have 2 primaries and then let that person win. But you're just really going to just take this person, install her, and expect everybody in the country just to go, yeah, we're good with that. Huge miscalculation. These people simply took the check. They weren't thinking about what would be best for their campaign. They're like, oh, you want to run her? Sure. You guys going to promote it? Yeah. Here's my invoice.
Hi. And they blame the Republican side all the time. They say they're guilty of everything that they're blaming the Republican Party for.
It raises a larger issue, the attack on free speech, which really started during the COVID lockdowns, but also going after a school board meeting.
Seriously, can you believe this is just coming out on a focus group on October 30th? You don't think, obviously they didn't, but you have to imagine, why didn't they ask these people these questions 4 months ago? It's beyond comprehension why just now you're starting to figure out, oh, this didn't work, huh? Nope, not at all.
Religious groups, in my case, I'm a Catholic, so Catholic churches throughout the country, and then just basically demonizing people who have a different point of view. And I think that's why I was attracted to RFK Jr. early in this election cycle, because he was one of the few Democrats that had the guts to say the things that should have been said.
Sean from Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, it's they're just disingenuous across the board.
I know this is a small focus group, but it's 11 men of varying ages, and I do see varying colors. We've got Catholics, we got all kinds of different men here, and they're telling people what we've been saying for months. It's like she's disingenuous, she's fake. They 100% relied on and figured their strategy was, let's get all the media behind her, and the media will gaslight these people into walking into the polls like zombies, and everything would be fine. Never thinking for an instant that there would be so many men, mostly men, that are like, nah, man, we ain't going with that.
I don't think they've been honest. I do think that they have a circle the wagons at all costs. They're not answering to the people anymore. They just have such a loyal base that hasn't fallen apart, because what they call a cult over here, we're looking and saying they're a cult over there, because it doesn't matter what happens. The denialism is so strong it overrides everything.
They are the cult. There's two things that are the primary creed of their cult. The number one creed is, we must have baby removal. Baby removal. Baby removal. We must have. The second thing in their creed is, orange man bad. Blah, 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 blah. Orange man bad. That's cult material right there. Those are people who just have nothing to say. There is nothing they care about other than baby removal and it not being Donald Trump. How do I know this? You ever see anybody else rolling around in the grass wrestling with a Donald Trump sign? Have you ever felt the need as you were driving down the road and you see a Kamala Harris or Tim Walz sign, and you're like, you know what? Let me put the car in park here and let me go wrestle with this sign. If you get to the point where you need to get out your car and go beat up on a sign, do me a favor. Call 1-800-NEED-A-BRAIN. I mean, at this point, it's crazy town. Or call me, or DM me, or go in our group and say, I need some help. I need some help at this point. That's why they were counting on these zombies to do all the crazy stuff as well. Because they know those are the people who will basically, accept their MK Ultra. We shall do what we are programmed. We want baby removal. We hate Orange Man. And yet they call us the cult. It's absolutely insane.
Everything else.
Okay, hold on, guys. You voted for them. Most of you voted for them twice, in 2016 and 2020.
Oh, I didn't tell you. These are all Democrats. I was kind of holding that back, because I know some of you guys are probably thinking, yeah, the Republican men, they know this was a scam. Nope. These are all Democrats. He put together a focus group of Democrats and said, what do you guys think now? And the Democrats don't want to hear this. It's horrible.
20. Are you acknowledging that you were wrong?
Yes, absolutely.
In a way.
That's a big factor for me. Is I did vote for them twice, and I've had to go through the past 4 years. Again, like, just living is important to me. Getting through my day without being.
Wait. Living is important to you. I'm pretty sure that crosses party lines. This Democrat man says, living is important to me. You're just now realizing that? Is that some sort of sudden revelation that the rest of the Democrats don't subscribe to? Living is important to me. No shit, Sherlock.
Broke all the time. Everything is getting so expensive, and my wages have been completely stagnant. Nothing's getting easier. Every time I look into the Democratic candidate, they're talking about wars that I'm not particularly interested in. Nothing is about the people, or nothing is about making the country itself better. And I have no reason to believe that won't continue with Kamala. Whereas Trump, I wasn't having those issues, so I at least know it. Like, I know what to expect.
In other words, what he just said was he answered Trump's question: "Are you better off now, or were you better off 4 years ago?" And here are these guys going, yeah, we were better off 4 years ago. We hate the guy, maybe. We voted against him, but he ain't lying.
On some level.
She's in office now, so she has the opportunity to enact these policies.
Now, these are some Pennsylvania voters who happen to be Trump supporters.
And affect change now, and she's not doing it. So if she really cared about us, which I don't think this administration does, she would do it now. We had Obama say we clung to our guns and religion. Hillary called us deplorables, and now Biden calls us trash.
You can't get away from that. You've insulted us over and over and over. And now you're also to the point where women are like, trash? Who you calling trash? And on top of all of that, you throw in this disingenuous woman who basically everybody has the same question. That's the same question I told you I ask every Democrat. Forget all the stuff about Trump. If she can do all this, why isn't she doing it? Never an answer. That immediately will turn somebody into a Republican, or at least a Trump supporter. Why hasn't she done what she says she's going to do? They don't have an answer, because there is no answer. She's lying. If you wanted to close the border, since July, when they installed her, you could have went to Joe, as Trump said, and said, close this thing, man. It's not looking good. Hey, we need to do something. Start drilling. Let's get gas prices down. And I'm not talking about draining the petroleum reserves. Let's start drilling. Nothing would have stopped you. Nothing at all would stop Joe from, rescinding all those regulations. But they didn't do it.
So that's what the left really thinks of us. And I think it's disgusting.
What do you think about that trash comment? You seem just like an average day woman, want to pay your bills, provide for your family. When he decided to call on that call yesterday on the web call you trash, what went through your mind?
We're just normal Americans that are trying to make a difference in the people around us in business. I'm a businesswoman. And to be called trash is just, it's degrading.
Imagine women feeling this way. I'm not sure how much, whether this woman is a Trump supporter, but I'm telling you right now, I talked to the woman sitting outside in the living room, and I'm like, how you feeling about this? And I got like expletives. that you know what can kiss my you know what. Calling me trash, garbage. Are you serious? No coming back from it. Nope. No coming back from it.
That's really what they think of us is we're like deplorables and trash.
Breaking news now.
So before we get to this kind of breaking news, so that's all the stuff that's been happening there in terms of the garbage rebuttal. Now they're taking Mark Elias and basically the Democrat machine to court and just spanking that butt and just spanking it. And it's happening over and over so quickly now. I know a lot of you were upset and you were worried that, what are we going to do with the cheating? Yes, they are cheating. There's no doubt about it. I'm not lying. They are cheating, but they're getting caught. Laura Trump and Mike Whatley and whatever they've done things are working specifically to perfection thus far. Setting up that thing with Elon Musk so that people could take pictures and send it over and let us know what's going on. There is so much information right now. It is voluminous how much people are saying, hey, this happened in Michigan. Oh, this happened in Pennsylvania. What are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about that? And her lawyers are like running into court. Boom, here's the information. All right, judge says that now I see what you're doing. Now you've got this stuff down pat. Oh, you've got Elon Musk putting it so that you guys can all do something about it. It is amazing watching how fast these things are happening. As you've heard the cliche, the wheels of justice turn slow. Not anymore. These things are happening in 24 hours to 2 weeks or less, and bam, they're getting changed over. And the Democrats ain't liking it whatsoever.
The Supreme Court is allowing Virginia to purge suspected non-citizen voter registrations. This is a big decision from the Supreme Court. Just came in moments ago. I want to go straight to CNN's Paula Reed. Paula, what can you tell us?
Jim, this is incredibly significant because this is one of the court's first significant decisions ahead of next week's election. Here, they are allowing the state of Virginia to continue with a program that will purge suspected non-citizens from its voter registration rolls. Now, this is a bit of a surprise because the trial court and...
No. It's a bit of a surprise because you've been getting away with it forever. That's why it's a surprise. You didn't think that the wheels of justice would turn so quickly and that you would continue with your modus operandi. This is how we do. We cheat. We do this. We do that. And you just didn't expect. You can see their faces like, this was unexpected. No, it was expected. That's why Laura Trump was there. It was fully expected. Everyone in this chat knows what you're going to do. Now, fortunately, we got someone to answer that.
The appellate court sided with the Biden administration that objected to this purge, saying that the state cannot, under federal law, remove large groups of people from the voter rolls within 90 days of an election. Though there is nothing stopping them from investigating individual voters and removing them from the voter rolls. Now, former President Trump has seized on this issue in Virginia, as have other Republicans, as a way that they should be able to remove suspected non-citizens, calling it sort of a common sense move. And here, a court divided across partisan lines, siding with Republicans. Now, Governor Youngkin, who is implementing or attempting to implement this program, he has issued a state.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. I got some more breaking news. This is effing phenomenal. Trump's getting off his, I don't know, what do you want to call it, $30 million, $50 million jet? And Trump gets off his $30 or $50 million jet walking. There's nothing I can do but show this to you. This is crazy. He gets off his jet in the garbage man outfit. Oh my goodness. Look at this. He's coming down the stairs in his garbage man outfit. The ultimate troller in chief. Oh my goodness. If he wears that out on stage tonight, if he comes out onto a stage, here he comes, he's going to do a press conference. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm probably going to have to download this and let you guys hear it because he's getting ready to do a press conference in his garbage man outfit. Give me like 30 seconds. I can pull this down so you guys will be able to hear it. Hold on 1 second. I can't even fathom this. That we're watching the future president, former president, and future president walking down his airplane in a garbage man outfit. Okay, let's get some of this. All right, so I cannot believe this. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is just beyond the pale at this point. This man is winning. He's winning so big. He's kicking butt. Okay, here we go.
Actually have labeled us, and that's what the scary part is. But yet it seems to be kind of normal that we would hear this kind of rhetoric and degrading talk coming from the president and the administration.
I just can't.
Do you remember that conversation? I think it was between Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, where they were talking about Walmart, about how it smells like Trump supporters. Tara's exactly right, Grant. They have been talking about Trump supporters like this for a very long time.
This is definitely going to be a landslide at this point.
Amanda, think about this. We're watching our screen where President Trump's Trump
Let's see if
Force
we
One
can
has
hear
landed.
it.
You've got a gentleman walking down.
Oh my God. Oh no. He's got his own dump truck. Oh my God, the man had a dump truck, put a big ass logo on it. I just can't. Oh my God.
All right, guys, move the getting in a garbage truck. And so I'm thinking about everybody that gets on a...
Wait a second. Is he going to do the press conference from inside the garbage truck? Is this man really going to take questions inside of a garbage truck? I just can't.
Back on one of those trucks. Let's listen in if he's talking here.
Election day, could you be more specific about what that would look like?
Any questions?
Sir, RFK Jr. said that you promised him control of public health agencies if you were to win. Is that accurate?
I can't. You have to speak loud.
Sure. RFK Jr. said that you promised him control of public health agencies if you were to win. Is that true? Is that accurate?
We're working with him. He's a very talented guy. He wants women's health. He wants help for people. And we're going to work with him. He's a very, very talented guy. He's a friend of mine.
President Trump, you said the other day.
The Democrats voted backfire. I think the Democrats have done a very good job. We're leading.
Now I have to apologize. This is the raw video. I didn't have time to do any sound editing on it. So you got his massive jet right there with the jet engine still running, and he's sitting in a garbage truck and he's taking questions in a garbage truck. So understand what's going to happen. This it's 7 o'clock right now. This information is going to go out over the evening news probably. It'll be on Laura Ingraham, it'll be on Jesse, it'll be on Hannity. CNN will probably run from it, but I'm gonna let it play until somebody comes on stage because it's getting close to him actually coming out. If he comes out in a garbage man outfit, I'm gonna lose it. I'm just gonna lose it. So let's see what we can hear. I'm not sure what we can hear, but at least we can maybe hear what he has to say.
In every state, we're leading big, and I think that the comment made by really both of them, because there's really two of them, about being garbage, maybe 250 million people, they shouldn't be talking. That's like deplorable to Hillary. This is the deplorable to Hillary. And I think this is worse, actually. For Joe Biden to make that statement, it's really disgraceful.
President Trump, you said the other day that the military could be used, that the military or the National Guard could be used on election day if necessary. Can you explain what you meant by that and the details?
I don't think they'll have to be used. I think we're going to have a big victory. And I think 250 million people in this country are going to be very happy because we're going to bring the country back. We're a nation in decline, very, very serious decline. And we're going to bring our country back.
Did you know that Elon Musk was in close contact with President Putin? Did you know about this? Did you know about Elon Musk calls and close communication with President Putin?
Elon is a great guy. He's one of our geniuses, and we have to protect our geniuses. We have to take care of our
Mr. President, there's a report that you... There's a report you owe people in Puerto Rico an apology for what the comedian said.
I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about a comedian. I love Puerto Rico. Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me. I took care of them when they had the big hurricanes, and nobody gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me. They love me, and I love them.
I'm not a big political historian, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time a president, former president, or a candidate has done a press conference from a garbage truck. Oh, it's over. I hope you guys realize the significance of what you're seeing. I have watched and read about this man all the way back in the 80s when The Art of the Deal came out. And now this man is basically trolling these people. Someone's getting ready to come out on stage. I don't think it's him yet. So let's continue with his interview here. It's Byron Donalds coming out, but I got to keep going with this. It got to.
What did you make of the comedian joke that you're having with Byron Donalds? What did you think about the comedian's joke? I don't know anything about the comedian. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. I heard he made a statement, but it was just a statement that he made. He's a comedian. What can I tell you? I know nothing about him. I don't know why he's there. You put comedians up, and I guess you went on earlier in the show. I don't know who he is.
Is Steve Bannon going to campaign with you? Is Steve Bannon going to campaign with you now that he's out of prison?
I don't know, but I think he's a terrific guy. I think he was treated very unfairly.
Mr. President, you've been talking about Democrats cheating. Could you imagine any circumstances under which you would be defeated but not say that the election was stolen?
If it was a corrupt election, that can happen. But so far we're doing pretty well. They found a lot of smaller things in Pennsylvania, as you know, and I think they've been corrupted and taken care of. They were corrupt. They were corrupted, but I think it's been taken care of.
On that subject, you called for law enforcement to investigate.
I was going to say, do you anticipate to declare victory on election night?
I hope that we're going to declare victory. I mean, they spend all that money on machines. Paper ballots cost you 8% of what a machine costs. 8%. And it's encrypted paper, it's watermarked paper, it's very secure. Your elections would be over at 10 o'clock, and that's when you could announce something and there would be no question. And we're not talking about more money, we're talking about the tiny fraction of the money. You want paper, ideally, you want one-day voting, and I think it's just very important. You have to have the country, you have to have voter ID, and you have a great election. And you're talking about 8% of the cost. It's like very sad when you get machines, you pay all that money, and they talk about 3 days later. I think we're going to have a big enough victory to maybe have it that night. We should always have it, every night. You look at France, 38 million votes. At 10 o'clock in the evening, it was over. All paper ballots, all voter ID, one-day voting, and it was over. How do you like my garbage truck?
And some of you guys who are just getting on, I'm sorry about the audio because he's got his giant jet right next to this garbage truck, so I didn't have time to do any sound editing, but like, oh my God.
This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
President Trump, you asked for law enforcement to investigate in Pennsylvania. If they find no evidence of cheating, will you accept the results if you lose?
I guess they had quite a few ballots, 2,600 ballots with the same person who signed.
Right, but if they find no evidence of cheating, will you accept the results?
Of Pennsylvania? Oh, if they find no evidence of cheating anywhere else, I hope that's going to be the case. Win, lose, or draw, I hope that's going to be the case.
Sir, in Bucks County.
Now listen, I have to do something because Brett Favre is a great guy. He just endorsed me. And he's very important at this moment. I mean, he's got a little problem for himself, and I thought it was very brave that he came out, and I want to go over and see Brett Favre. We're all going together, I assume. You're going over, and I'm going to make a speech. We're going to then try and beat the weather out because we have some bad weather coming in. But I just wanted to let you know that 250 million people, that's what I think the real number is for making America great again. 250 million, the real number. They don't think in terms of garbage, okay? They don't use terms like that. And it's a shame. And Joe Biden should be ashamed of himself if he knows what he's even doing. And she should be ashamed because she shouldn't let him do it. She's the vice president, but I assume she's acting as the president. She should never have let that happen. I hope you enjoyed this garbage truck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Press. 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 Thank you.
He blew the horn. He blew the horn at the end. Oh my God, I've seen some of your comments here. This is incredible, absolutely incredible. It will be the #1 Halloween costume at this point. People are going to go as garbage men. I'm watching things on my different monitors, and I'm like, is that Trump in a garbage truck? Oh, so it's a photo op. And then I see him actually show up, come out to Jet, walking down the stairs. I'm like, no, he's coming down. He's going to get in the Beast and drive. Oh, no, he's going to take questions in the garbage truck. And I don't think any of those reporters realized what they were doing. All those reporters from different newspapers and television stations are talking to Trump in a garbage truck that's emblazoned with Trump, make America great again. And they're giving him, because they're going to have to go back to their editors and everything else, and it's going to be it's over. It's over. He's turned this entire election and her candidacy into a complete clown show that they are. He is giving them a daily dose on how to basically execute a marketing campaign. I know people had said it, man, if he does this, if he gets in a garbage truck, it's going to be over. It's going to break the internet. He's breaking the internet every other day. He broke the internet when he did the rally in Manhattan. And he just boom, boom, boom. Thanks, Joe. That should be trending again. Joe just went up and nuked Kamala's campaign. I mean, it was dying anyway. Now it's dead as a doornail. All they got left to do is cheat. I mean, good luck with that. My entire show got preempted by a garbage truck. I had another 8-9 minutes of video we were going to talk about, and we just saw the presidential candidate drive up in a garbage truck and take questions. How bad is that? Kamala Harris can't take questions anywhere, and this man is taking questions in a garbage truck. You know there's people right now, there's people sitting back going, hey man, I gotta vote for I gotta vote for this dude, man. I'm sorry, I know I'm a Democrat, I'm supposed to, but damn. And I'm telling you right now, and I mean nothing disparaging with this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, and you probably know because when you usher your garbage out there, we do it twice a week here, the people who drive your truck are probably brothers or Hispanics. And what he just did there gave every one of those brothers and Hispanic brothers, as Stephen A. would call them, some serious props. Who do you think all them people are going to vote for now? They're going to see this and go, oh, hell no. I got this witch screaming at me, saying, I'm talking now. See, that was part of the video I was going to show you. I'm talking now. Let me see if we got speakers coming up, and I'm like, oh, I'm all discombobulated. How am I going to get back to my show? Maybe it's time to just realize, I got to get my cigar out because OMG. You, depending on what you've done for a living, how you've done it, you just got a master lesson in marketing. You just got shown how you look at things differently. And when you see an opportunity, you jump on it. You don't have a focus group. You don't have a whole bunch of people. If your gut tells you, this could be something we could use, you go with it. That's the problem with the media. The media is so slow to react. When you do something on X, it's right now. I guarantee you that's trending. I guarantee you that's going to get millions of views, tens of millions. I can't wait. Elon's going to put it out there. There is no way to overcome that with a stump speech. You can't come out and go, my fellow Americans. Blah, 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 blah. Can you stop for a second? Did this man just come up in a dump truck, a garbage truck? It will be the talk of everything. And of course the elites, oh my God. Are you telling me he got in a garbage truck? They don't know what's happening to them. Kamala, with your $1 billion of spending on ads and everything else, nobody told you, hey, listen, here's what you need to do today to counter this. You've had all day, it's 7:15 p.m. Since last night when Joe did the attempted whacking on you, you didn't come up with your brain trust and go, okay, what do we do, guys? Well, just go out and do your speech, and then when people interrupt you, yell at them like the angry black woman that you are. The angry, somewhat black woman that you are. Oh, yeah, she did that today. I'm going to fast forward because I had a bunch of stuff ready to show you. But let me just get to the... Okay, this works because it must be spreading.
All right. Let's do it, man. I got it. You got it? Yeah. Tell me, what are we doing here?
Vivek Ramaswamy. So earlier today,
right up to here.
He did it. Vivek is working on a garbage truck.
Pretty much right there. Always lift the lid open. Is it on? Yeah. All right, sweet. Lift open, and then what are we doing?
Pull them both out.
Pull them both out.
It's over. It's so over. You have to admit it at this point. You got to just sit back, relax, and go, this shit's over.
Back too, or good?
It's completely done.
Sweet.
Let's just worry about making sure they
Pretty
don't
good
cheat.
Machinery, actually.
Or when they do
it kind of
cheat,
works.
Catch them.
Should I pull it back again?
I hope you all sit back right now. Just, let me get a drink here because it's over. Nothing to do with complacency and all that BS. Yes, we all have to vote, but if you can't see that these people seized on an opportunity today.
Let's do it. Thank you. Looks pretty good. Yes. The machinery's good. It's good machinery. I mean, it's like...
You didn't even have to use the bat once.
No, I know, exactly. Well, sometimes you might...
So that's Benny Johnson and Vivek Ramaswamy. And so Trump must have seen, that looks like a good stunt. Why don't we get some of that? And he rolled up out of his big jet with that.
Me too, actually. It's a... The machine works really well, man. All right, let's get some more.
Of course it works really well. It's a garbage truck. All right. Meanwhile, while all of this laughter is happening, as all of this feel-good stuff is happening, Miss Kamala is doing an event. She gets heckled. She gets heckled at her own thing. She doesn't... You just have to watch. I'm going to go full screen with this. Let me turn off the comments so you can see her degenerate right in front of your eyes.
Your president, I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions to the challenges you face. Look, everybody has a right to be heard, but right now I am speaking.
You think that's working? Did someone who come up with that, one of your DEI hires go, if you start getting heckled, let them know, let them know, show that angry black woman, I'm speaking right now. Okay. Got you. Where's that Trump ballot, please? Yeah, Trump. Oh. We're watching, and I've never seen this. I've never seen a campaign completely implode the way this has. Completely just, there's no joy. There's nothing left. As I've said to you yesterday or today even, I know the election is on Tuesday, but it's Wednesday evening. She doesn't have any time. Trump just basically stomped her. Absolutely stomped her. You got Thursday and Friday. That's all you got. And Trump's got 2 rallies tomorrow and 1 on Friday, and he's sucking the air out of everything. He is owning the media. He's owning the courts. He's got Elon Musk doing this election integrity stuff, so every time somebody sees something, they can say something. I told you this morning. You're walking around with this. And when you see something, post it and send it to Elon, and then somehow he's got a direct line to Laura Trump, and they're just getting into the courts as fast as possible. And now they've got Steve Bannon out there. Oh, I got to show this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God. Here's more. They're showing it at the rally on the big screen. if this man walks out with that outfit on, the entire arena is going to absolutely go berserk. Let's see. I'll let you know if that's about to happen. He's about to come out, and more than likely he'll be in his suit. But if he comes out there wearing a garbage man's outfit, yeah, he's going to have a suit on. There's no way. Oh, God. Mail it in. Mail it in. It's done. Oh, no. No, he didn't. Oh, no, he just didn't do that. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, goodness. My goodness, he's walking out with a garbage man suit on. Oh, gosh. Y'all seeing this, right? I can't get to the chats right now because I have to watch and make sure that the sound is correct. Oh, oh gosh. Oh gosh, gosh, gosh. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. You're killing me. Too much, man. No mas. No mas. I'm waving it off. You win. You win. I can't take anymore. I really can't take anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. People, you know this is phenomenal, right? You guys all know this is just next world trolling. This is next world marketing. The man is phenomenal. Enjoy this. There will not be another one. We will not see this again in our lifetime. It's not going to be this way. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. This is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I didn't think a campaign could be this much fun, but he's making it this much fun. I had to kill the music again. Never seen anything like it, people. Never seen anything like this. Granted, they gave him the opportunity, and they stepped in it. Let's hear what Mr. Trump is going to say right now. Let me know what you think about the sound level, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. And I have to begin by saying 250 million Americans are not garbage. This week, Kamala has been comparing her political opponents to the most evil mass murderers in history. And now, speaking on a call for her campaign last night, crooked Joe Biden finally said what he and Kamala really think of our supporters. He called them garbage. No way. No way. And they actually mean it, even though, without question, my supporters are far higher quality than crooked Joe or lying Kamala. Higher quality. Higher quality. My response to Joe and Kamala is very simple. You can't lead America if you don't love Americans. That's true. You can't be president if you hate the American people, which I believe they do. And Kamala Harris is not fit to be president of the United States. In no way is she fit. She doesn't have the intellect, the stamina, or that special quality that real leaders, people like Brett Favre, have. They don't have it. They don't have what he's got. Few people do, to be honest with you. Joe Biden's comments were the direct result of Kamala's decision to portray everyone who isn't voting for her, which is a lot of people, as evil and subhuman. And we know
It's really what they believe, because look at how they've treated you. They treat you like garbage. They treat our whole country like garbage, with open borders, with all of the horrible things they've done to hurt our country, inflation that should have never happened, allowing Russia to go into Ukraine, October 7th, and Israel. All of these things would have never happened if you had a different president. For the past 9 years, Kamala and her party have called us racists, bigots, fascists, deplorables, irredeemables, Nazis, and they called me Hitler. They bullied you, they've demonized us, they've censored us, they've deplatformed us, and they weaponized the power of our own government against all of us. They've taken your money, they've thrown open your borders to criminals and terrorists, they've flooded your towns with deadly drugs and death. They're incompetent people. They've given your jobs to illegal migrants and sent our blood and treasure to fight in stupid foreign wars where the countries don't even know who we are and where we've never heard of the country. This Tuesday is your chance to stand up and declare you are not going to take it anymore. Six days from now, we can turn the page forever on this failed and corrupt administration. It's a corrupt administration, you do know that. We can declare once and for all that we are done with their hatred. We're done with their hysteria. We're done with their hoaxing, lying, cheating, scheming, plundering, and stealing. Oh, they steal. They steal. We're not going to let them divide and destroy America any longer. What we have built is the biggest, broadest, most incredible coalition and the greatest political movement in the history of our country. It's made up of hardworking men and women who make this country run, who really built this country. Originally, we have brought together veterans and union members, soldiers and steel workers, farmers and auto workers, and patriotic moms and dads of every race, religion, color, and creed. We're welcoming historic numbers of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, and Arab Americans. And we're uniting Christians and Jews, Catholics and evangelicals, Muslims and Mormons, and everyone who simply wants to do one thing: make America great again. Thank you. Our campaign has been endorsed by the 400,000 members of the Fraternal Order of Police and every single police group all around our country. It's been endorsed by the Border Patrol. We have the greatest people, that Border Patrol. Those agents are incredible. They've given me the strongest endorsement you've ever heard. The greatest president ever, they said. And they said, she is the worst person we've ever worked for. She, in 4 years, never called us one time about the border. And it's destroying our country, the border. So I want to thank the Border Patrol. I want to thank ICE. I want to thank ICE. They're incredible people. We've been supported by the rank and file membership of the Teamsters, 62%, think of that. By our beautiful and very brilliant Elon Musk. Do we love Elon? All I know is when that rocket ship came down last week, I said, oh, this is going to be terrible. It's going to crash. Look, oh, it's going to crash. It was coming down this way. And then those jets kicked in, the fire was pouring all over the place. I said, what's going on? And all of a sudden it started to be perfect, straight, dropped down. Then those arms grabbed it like you grab your little baby, grabbed it. And I said, who the hell pulled off that? I thought it was a science fiction movie, actually. I called up Elon. I said, Elon, was that you? He said, that was me. I said, that's why we love you, Elon. I said, can Russia do that? No, they can't. Can China do that? Nope, they can't. Can the U.S. do it other than you? No, they can't. I said, well, special guy, right? Special guy. Special guy. And we're endorsed also by a very brilliant and wonderful man, and it took a lot of courage for him to do this. As you know, their family's slightly Democrat for the last long period of time. RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy. And he's going to be with us, and he's going to make sure our food is safe, our people are safe, our women are safe. The only thing I don't think I'm going to have him get involved with too much is the liquid gold under our feet. I want to say, look, Bobby, we got a lot of liquid gold, and I like it better than he does, but I'm going to give him a lot. Just take care of everybody's health, and he'll do a great job of it. He's really a very special guy, special. And Tulsi Gabbard, respected by everybody, she just signed on an endorsement and became a Republican. She just became a Republican. And another one is Buzz Aldrin. Now, I didn't realize this. I had respect for him for many years. Great astronaut, great person, highly respected. And I said, you know, he'd be good, but what's the big deal with Buzz? They said, sir, he just endorsed you, and he's never done that before. Wow. I said, listen, I want to mention his name. And I want to give a special thanks to a man that you may not have heard of, Brett Favre, because and his great family. What a beautiful boy, what a beautiful family. But this is a special guy. Man, does he have a hand, you know? This guy shook my hand. His fingers are like sausages. No wonder he can throw the ball so hard. There was nobody like him, really. I've watched him throw those 500-yard games like it was nothing. He was flinging it. He didn't throw it, he flung it, right? Thank you, Brett. What a great honor. What a great champion. What a great champion. And what a beautiful boy and family. Incredible wife. Thank you, darling, very much. Great honor to have you. Thank you, Brett. And I came in, I wanted to play, and I'm watching, and I heard him get applause. And I'm a little upset because I think he got bigger applause than me, and I'm not happy. He got bigger than me. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, everybody. Isn't it an honor to have him? That's unbelievable. Kamala and Joe call all of us, and them, even them, garbage. I call you the heart and soul of America. You are the heart and soul. You built our country. You know, you built our country. You built it. Far more than they built it, I can tell you that. You built it. And by the way, I want to thank all of our incredible sanitation workers all across America. Because they work hard, they really do work hard. And they do an incredible job, and they don't get the credit they deserve, like our police, like our firefighters, like so many others. They don't get the credit, but everybody knows we love them, and everybody knows they deserve the credit, and they will get the credit. And with us, we appreciate them. With the help of everyone here today, on November 5th, we're going to bring back our country, and we're going to bring it to levels of greatness that nobody actually thought even possible. So we're going to do that. November 5th is going to be the most important day in the history of our country. I believe that because we are in a country right now that's in serious decline, and we're not going to let the country decline. We're in a failing country. We're in a country that's being laughed at all over the world by other leaders. They laugh at our leaders. We're not going to let that happen anymore. That didn't happen 4 years ago. So while we're running a campaign of solutions to save America, and America which they have virtually destroyed during their almost 4-year period of rule, Kamala Harris, a very low IQ individual, is running a campaign of hate, anger, and retribution. She spends all of her time complaining about everything, but does nothing about it. She talks about the border, but why didn't she do it 3.5 years ago? She talks about all these things. We're going to help the environment. Why didn't she do it? We had the best environment. By the way, we had the cleanest water and the cleanest air at any time in recorded history. She talks about what she's going to do about inflation, which has destroyed our senior citizens and our middle class, what they've done. You know, I had no inflation, and we had the best economy in history. That's a nice combination. But she did nothing about it, or what she's going to get. She's going to talk about how she's going to get the economy going. Oh, I watched her last night. I watched her. Oh, I'm going to get. She didn't say anything. She said, I'm going to get the economy, but she didn't say how. I said how. I said, we're going to bring companies in. We're going to protect those companies. They're going to take advantage of all of the things that we're doing. They're going to hire people at numbers that you wouldn't even believe. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of companies coming in to our country. And I will use a thing called the most beautiful word to me ever. Not quite. Well, let me say this. How about third? Let's put religion number 1 and love number 2. And then we'll put the word tariff number 3. Tariff. They're going to have to pay us to come in and use our wealth and take our jobs and do what they've done. But nobody ever did that except me. China paid us hundreds of billions of dollars. They weren't happy, but I still got along with them very well. And then COVID came, and I wasn't happy. That was a bridge too far. But we had the greatest economy in the history of our country. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China and others. And we were just getting started. But remember this, Kamala and Crooked Joe head up the worst administration in the history of our country by far. He's the worst president in the history of the USA, and she is by far the worst vice president in the history of the USA. Remember, 5 months ago, they said you couldn't even think about using her. She's grossly incompetent, right? Then all of a sudden, they wanted to get politically correct, and they chose her above 12 other people that frankly were much more capable. But what they did to Biden, and I'm no fan of his, but you know what the rumor is? He likes me more than her. Can you believe that? He likes me. He likes me more. But their administration makes Jimmy Carter's administration look absolutely brilliant. And in all fairness to Jimmy, he didn't let 21 million people pour into our country with thousands and thousands of criminals and murderers and drug dealers, people from mental institutions. They're emptying out, think of this, they're emptying out mental institutions from all over the world, from the Congo in Africa. They're all over the world, from Asia, from the Middle East, from South America. They're emptying their jails. Think of that. They're emptying their jails. They're emptying their their mental institutions and insane asylums into the United States of America, and these two stupid people allow it to happen. 13,000 plus murderers, many of them committed more than one murder, and they're walking around in our country free and clear to kill again, and they will. They'll kill many times. And last night, Kamala made a speech with a lot of paid audience. They had a lot of paid audience. They came in buses, the same buses, all those same buses. You know what that means? They bust people in. We didn't bust any people in here. We could have sold this place out 4 times. No, they come in, they bus them from someplace, they pay them or something. They bus them in with every bus, beautiful bus company, I will say. They did a nice job, bus after bus. And then they leave. They leave before she finishes. But listen, the worst was 4 nights ago. They got Beyonce. Beyonce. They got Beyonce. They said, ladies and gentlemen, they said Beyonce is coming to sing, and she came, but she didn't sing. And then Kamala came on as Beyonce was leaving without singing even one song, and they booed the hell out of both of them. But we don't need Beyonce. We don't need anybody. All you got is me, and I don't have a guitar. I do not have a guitar. But if you look outside, you could have sold this big arena out 4 times. And at Madison Square Garden the other night, you could have sold that great, incredible, look, Madison Square Garden, MSG, the greatest, I think the greatest, right? It's got to be. It's Mecca for the great championships. In the history of Madison Square Garden, they told me, Jim Dolan, everybody, they're fantastic, the job they did for us Sunday night. They said, you could have sold this thing 10 times. We've never seen. In all of those years, they had crowds of people, and I don't mean lines, I mean massive groups of people, all the way back down to the Hudson River. We could have sold it out 10 times. And that's just based on what we're saying. But she spoke last night, and it was boring as hell, but I have an obligation to watch it, you know, because she's our competition. We have to win. We can't take it. They would destroy this country. If they won this thing, they would destroy. You'd have 300 million people coming through, not just 21. Can you imagine? Open borders policy for the entire world, for every criminal in the world. But she talked last night, and all she talked about was Donald Trump.
Everyone, tonight I will speak about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, 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 Trump.
That's all she talked about, because she and Joe have absolutely no achievements. They only have failure and gloom and death. And death. Look at the death they've caused in Afghanistan. Look at that. Look at the death they've caused at our border. And you'll see that. You'll see that what they've done, they've been so bad, and we have to get them the hell out fast. She suffers from a very serious disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. But many Democrats do. And you know why they do? Because we're winning. We're winning. We are winning. So this Tuesday, you have to stand up and you have to tell Kamala that you've had enough. You can't take it anymore. You're the worst vice president. You're the worst border czar. There's never been anybody bad like you. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Thank you very much. So this outfit, you know, is when he called us all garbage. How stupid! What a stupid word. That blows deplorable away, don't you think? Of course, I thought irredeemable when she said deplorable or irredeemable. I thought irredeemable was actually worse, but deplorable seemed to catch up. But this garbage stuff blows it away. So I'm in this beautiful plane. I'm enjoying myself. I have a wonderful suit on. And one of my people came in and said, "Sir, you know, the word garbage is the hottest thing right now out there. The hottest thing out there. Sir, would you like to drive a garbage truck?" Now, we're about, 30 minutes from landing. We had to do this pretty quick. I said, "It's sort of cool, though, isn't it? Because, And I said, I think that's okay, but, I don't feel comfortable wearing a suit." And they pulled up this garbage truck. I don't know how the hell they did it so fast. I have very capable people. They put a big sign on the truck. Did you see it? I think they showed it to you. Yeah. And then they said, "Sir, we have a vest." I said, "Well, should I leave my suit on and put it over the vest?" But that doesn't look very good, right? That doesn't look good. So I said, "All right, look, let me take it off." And then I actually said, I climbed into the truck, but so I said, "How the hell do you get into this truck? It's way up high. It's a big one." This was a beauty. I said, "You didn't have to buy it that big, right? You have to get it that big?" They brought this brand new, gorgeous truck, wonderful driver. He looked like Cary Grant in his prime. You know who that is? This beautiful driver. And he drove that big thing up. And I said, "Man, this is bad, because now I have all the cameras are all watching. Look at all the fake news. They were most of them. No, most of them, many of them were there. And I'm saying, oh, boy. One little mistake with these guys and your political career is over. You can't even. So I said, man, if I don't get up there, this is going to be very embarrassing. These stupid people, they'll say, he's cognitively and physically impaired. And I can't do that when I'm alongside of this great athlete. I got to get up to that. So the first stair is like up here. I'm saying, shit. So I had the adrenaline going and I made it. I made it. And then I gave a little news conference from the front of the, they asked their wise guy questions and everything. And then we drove about 2 feet. I got out, got into the plane. And then I got in the car and I'm driving over here and I have this still on. And I come into the arena and I say, where's my jacket? I want to get out of this thing. And they said, it would be unbelievable if you could wear it on stage. I said, and I said, no way. I got 25,000 people standing outside. I got all these people here. There's no way I'm wearing it on stage. They said, oh, okay, sir. I said, get me my jacket. But if you did, it actually makes you look thinner. I said, oh. And they got me. I said, I want to wear it on stage. When they said I look thinner, I said, in that case, I'll wear it on stage. I may never wear a blue jacket again. I may go in this. I said that was the word, that was the key. Sir, you look thinner. So anyway, we had a little fun about a very serious subject. We had a little fun about a time where our country is not having a lot of fun because we're We're not doing well as a country, but we're going to be doing well very shortly. I promise you that. And I guess you've been reading and seeing the news. It's big stuff. That's all they talk about now is the election. Boy, 6 days, 5 days. But we've set an all-time record in early voting, and the Republicans have set the highest record. They've never even come close. And for you that want to know, tomorrow is the last day for you right here. We've been doing great. This is a great state. This is always been good. Remember this. When you're getting ready to pull that lever, I gave you a boat contract just before I left. And this contract, you know where, right? I gave you, correct. I gave you, and you're building the most beautiful boat. And I'll tell you what, you're doing a great job. They're doing a great job. But everybody in the country wanted that contract. It's a big Navy contract, like 28 ships. They're really like yachts. They're like beautiful yachts with a lot of guns on them. A lot of guns and weapons. And I'm a guy, I love beauty. Oh, I love beauty. So I took that ship and I designed the bow a little bit differently. I said, no, it's got to have more of a point. It was like, and they were great. And they're building it and it's been so successful. It's the most beautiful thing. But I took a lot of heat from other states because everybody wanted that contract. One of the biggest contracts we've given out in a long time for ships. And they're doing a great job. But you better remember, Wisconsin, I gave it to you. I wanted to give it to you. No, I'm a very visual person. You know, I'm very visual. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's can't help that. And I sort of wanted to redesign it a little bit, and we did, and they were great. They said, well, that's good. And then they looked, they said, you're right, this does look better. It's gorgeous, it's really good. So tomorrow is the last day to request a mail-in ballot, and you still have a few more days to do early in-person voting, but the main thing is to get everyone out and vote, vote, vote. We're going to vote, vote, vote. And you know, we've had tremendous crowds. I've been up here probably 4 or 5 times already. You got me working, Wisconsin. I mean, what the hell do I need this for, right? Do I need this? If it wasn't for Brett, I would not have done this, okay? No, but look. I've been up here 4 or 5 times. We had one area, small area, beautiful area actually, but small, and they wouldn't give us enough Secret Service. We had 71,000 people. We ended up in a room with 900. So we have 71,000 people. You saw that about a month ago. 71,000 people. I had a room like a basketball court for 900 because they don't want to take care of us. But it's been getting better and better. It's a little dangerous being president, I will tell you. I didn't think about that. But I could tell the story that a race car driver, a race car driver, 1% of 1%, right? 0.1%, but 1% of 1%. Very little. Bull riders, I think that's a slightly dangerous profession. A little bit more than a race car driver, but very little. Much less than 1%. A president, I don't want to tell you the percentage, but this is a very dangerous profession. And if I had to do it again, I would have done it every single time. Because we're going to make America great again. And if we win Wisconsin, I don't know if you know, it's very important. You're a very political state, actually. But if we win Wisconsin, we win the whole thing. We're going to win the whole thing. And we've always done well up here, so it's great, and we love it, and we love being here, actually. So together we're going to defeat Kamala Harris, and we're going to win back that beautiful White House, and it's going to happen very quickly. And if you think of it, Kamala Harris cast the deciding votes that launched the worst inflation in the history of our country. She cost the typical American family over $30,000 in higher prices, and now Kamala wants to raise the typical family's taxes by $3,000 a year. Congratulations. But if I win, we will rapidly defeat inflation, and I will make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable. We got to bring those costs down. They call it groceries. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, everything is so much higher than it ever was. And we're going to bring that down. And we're going to do it very simply. We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to bring the energy down, and everything's going to come down. I will massively cut taxes for workers and small businesses all over the country. And we're going to have something that really has turned out to be quite good. You know, in Nevada, we're winning. In Arizona, we're winning by a lot. We just got I won't tell you which ones, but in certain states, they've already pulled their advertising because they don't want to waste it. We're so far ahead. We're so far ahead. So we're going to get the taxes down and she's raising your taxes, remember that. Everything she says is a lie. She lies. If I say, look, you all know I'm a big fracker, okay? I never said we won't frack. I'm a driller and I'm a fracker. She's not a fracker. She has a commercial that says he doesn't want to frack. Just the exact opposite. Boy, what liars. I've never had, even crooked Hillary wasn't this dishonest. And she was damn bad, but she wasn't dishonest like these people. Well, I think they're desperate. They said things, I see these ads, it's the exact opposite. It's like her policies used to be, before she changed them a year, she changed 15 different policies. You know, if you're a politician, you might get away with one, but 15 policies. She loves transgender operations all over the place. Everybody should have one. She loves men playing in women's sports, isn't that correct? And she loves open borders where people can pour into our country. But now she's changed that about a year ago. She changed it, and so good. In fact, I think I'm going to send her your MAGA hat. Can I have your MAGA hat? Are they the greatest? Is that the greatest? It's like a sea of red. Except for Elon. Elon had the black hat, right? And I didn't even know we had a black hat. And he shows up in a black hat, Make America, and the letters were black. It was very subdued. And I said, Elon, where'd you get that hat? He said, it's dark MAGA. He called it dark MAGA. And he wore it. He wore it to Butler. He wore it in Pennsylvania, one of the great nights. We had 107,000 people show up for Corey, the firefighter. Butler, PA. And Elon wore it, and he had such a good, he spends all the time in these labs and stuff. It's like crazy. And when he got out, he said, I've never seen anything like this. He had the black MAGA hat on. Here's the good news. I sold 10,000 of those hats over the next week. I didn't even know we had black hats. We sold 10. There was a run on black MAGA, dark MAGA. And Byron liked it too, didn't you, Byron? Huh? Byron liked it. Byron looked beautiful in it. Huh? He looks good in anything. So that was something, I'll tell you. But that was an incredible salute to somebody that deserved it. A big Trump fan. And we raised him a lot of money, too. We raised the family a lot of money because he deserved it. We have a man tonight. Maybe I'll introduce him really fast, just fast. He's a friend of mine, very successful guy. And I've known him for a long time. He's a member of a place called Mar-a-Lago. Nobody's ever heard of it. But he said, sir, do you mind if I give some money to the widow of Corey, the firefighter? I said, absolutely you should, because Corey had a great career, but it's not exactly, the money doesn't exactly flow in, right? So he hands me a check, and I didn't really look at it, just put it in my pocket. Then I got back home and I looked at it, $1 million. Dan, stand up, please. Stand up. What a nice thing. And then we raised another $4 or $5 million for the family, and also for the two gentlemen that took hard hits. They took hard hits too. The doctors were incredible up there. These guys took 2 hard hits. These were big Trump fans and MAGA fans more than even Trump fans, and they know what we're doing is right. But boy, they got hit. But they were, in fact, we thought we lost 3 people, and they made it. And we're giving them something substantial, but we wanted to take care of them all. So Corey was gone immediately, but it was amazing. But I want to thank you, Dan. That was nice, Dan. So we're going to have, in addition to taking care of our workers and lowering the taxes, we're going to also have no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors. And I'm going to support a tax credit for family caregivers who take care of their parent or loved one. And they deserve it, right? They deserve it. They're great. You know, if you didn't have people like that, you wouldn't have enough hospitals in this country. They do a job that's incredible, and they do it out of love. You don't have to worry about it. They do it out of love. So we're going to work on a good tax credit for them. We're going to get it done, too. So I will terminate the Green New Scam, and I will cut your energy prices in half. Within 12 months, your energy prices will be in exactly half. 50%. 50%. 50. To bring back millions of jobs, we will give our companies the lowest taxes, the lowest energy costs, the lowest regulatory burdens, and free access to the best and biggest market on the planet. It won't be that way for long if we have idiots running it. It won't be that way. But right now we can say it. But only for those who make their product here in the USA and hire American workers for the job. They're the only ones that can. And if these companies don't make their products here, then they will pay a stiff tariff when they send their products into the United States for the privilege of competing with our workers and our now protected companies. We're going to protect these companies so they don't leave us like they have been doing for 50 years. And we'll also pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act. That's if China or any other country charges us 100 or 200% tariff or tax, then we will charge them a like 100 or 200% tariff or tax, called an eye for an eye. And you'll see everything just disappear. I will never apologize for defending America. I will protect our workers. I will protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our families. And I will protect the birthright of our children to live in the richest and most powerful nation on the face of the earth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Get out and vote. And as we rescue our economy, I will also restore our borders. We're going to have a border. We had the strongest border. Wait. Bring down my all-time favorite chart. Bring it down. In history. I love that chart. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that chart, if I didn't look over to the right. I wouldn't be here. I love that chart. Even if the numbers were lousy, I would love that chart. But the numbers are the best ever. So the arrow, the big red arrow on the bottom, that arrow. That's an aggressive youngster. He's going to go places. He's going to go places. But that's my last day in office, and you look at what's happened. That was a Elon rocket ship after that day. Look what happens to that chart. Look what happens to that chart. That was the lowest illegal immigration that we've had. All they had to do, Biden, when he went to the beach, all he had to do is leave it alone. We had remain in Mexico. Nobody could come in. The head of Mexico president said to me, of course we won't do that. No, I said, you will do it. You will do it. He said, no, we won't let them remain in Tijuana. Hundreds of thousands of people coming up, pouring through our borders with the past administration. I said, no, you're going to do it. He said, I'm not going to do it. And we had a good relationship. I liked the guy. He was a socialist, but that's okay. And I said, no, you're going to do it, because if you don't do it, I'm going to put 100% tariff on everything you're selling to us. And you're going to end. He said, what do you mean 100? I said, well, I'll start off at 10. I'm going to raise it to 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, and I'll stop at 100, I promise. That's more money than anything you ever heard. And he said, Donald, I would love to do as you request. I would love to. It'd be my great honor to have a policy of remain in Mexico. Over the past 4 years, Kamala has orchestrated the most egregious betrayal that any leader in American history has ever inflicted upon our people. The most egregious. It's disgusting what she did. She's violated her oath and eradicated our sovereign border and unleashed an army of migrant gangs. They're waging a campaign of violence and terror against our citizens like we've never suffered before. We've never had this before in our country. It's an invasion, ladies and gentlemen. It's an invasion. Kamala has imported criminal migrants from prisons and jails, from insane asylums and mental institutions all over the world, from Venezuela to the Congo, including savage criminals who assault, rape, and murder our women and girls. Anyone who would let monsters kidnap and kill our children does not belong anywhere near the Oval Office. And my people told me about 4 weeks ago, I was saying, no, I want to protect the people. I want to protect the women of our country. I want to protect the women. Sir, please don't say that. Why? They said, we think it's very inappropriate for you to say. I said, why? I'm president. I want to protect the women of our country. They said, sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say, pay these guys a lot of money. Can you believe it? I said, well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to protect them from migrants coming in. I'm going to protect them from foreign countries that want to hit us with missiles and lots of other things. Remember, for 4 years we had no war other than I defeated ISIS, but I defeated ISIS and I felt like Brett Favre. I defeated ISIS in 4 weeks instead of 5 years, which they said it was going to take. Because we have a great military, we just didn't have any leadership at the top. I mean, in the office of the president, or even close to it. So I said, I'm going to defend and I'm going to protect women. I'm not going to let people go up to the suburbs or go into places where they live, whether it's suburbs or cities or farms. We're going to protect our women. At the border, we're going to protect our women. And also, we're going to protect our men and our children. We're going to protect everybody. Is there any woman in this giant stadium who would like not to be protected? Is there any woman in this stadium that wants to be protected by the president? I love these. You know, these women are from North Carolina. These women, they've been to 251 rallies. Look how beautiful they are. And they're all happily married. They're beautiful husbands. I saw them once. But you know, I never see their husbands. I only see them. Look at them. They travel all over the country. This is at least a pretty close one. They go to California. They're incredible women. I think they have a good home life. I'm not exactly sure. No, their husbands are great, but I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like 251. Can you believe it? And we have front row Joes here too. They've been to like 400. We got a lot of fun. It's good to see you. These are great people. They're patriots, I will tell you. And they're very successful people. Very successful people. And we have Mr. Wall here someplace. He's great. He has the wall. I'm going to use that suit someday when I come out. But and it's representative. We've built 571 miles of wall on the southern border. And Mexico paid for it by supplying us with soldiers free of charge, more money than, because technically you can't get them to build the wall if you own the wall, which unfortunately we couldn't work out, but I did better. We got their soldiers and they protected us while we were building it, and they still protect us to a certain extent. So I want to thank, we've had a good relationship with Mexico, but they're going to have to do a better job. We're losing much more than 100,000 people a year to fentanyl coming in from China and then through Mexico. We're going to talk to Mexico very early in our discussions. We're maybe like the first day, one of the very first calls I'm going to make, because we cannot let fentanyl come into our country. Can't let it come in. And I'm talking to China too. I'll call President Xi. And I will tell you that if you want to end this disaster, you have to get out and vote. We all have to get out and vote, vote, vote. I'm thrilled to be joined by all of these great people from the Green Bay area and Wisconsin area. And again, I want to thank Brett for being here and for giving me that really incredible tribute of an endorsement. I'm not going to ask him to come up. He made such a good speech. I watched it. Brett made such a good speech. I don't know if he could do that again. Brett, you did so good. I'd let you do it again, but I think you hit it perfectly. What do you think? We love you, Brett. Thank you. We love this guy. Man, he's something. Oh, that arm. Boom, boom. What a player. What a great guy. I think he's beyond as a person. I think he might even beyond what he was as a player, but that's pretty hard to do. Thank you very much, Brett. Great honor to your family. Thank you. We're also joined by Brett's incredible wife, Deanna, and that son is so good. He's a great soccer player. The son, Taylor, thank you very much. Look at him, he's a little shy. He's a little shy. He's a good soccer player right here, who I think is that's an incredible family. As you know, she fought breast cancer. She won her battle. And she's been an inspiration. She's been an inspiration to everybody. You have been an inspiration. I've heard that. A lot of people, they said that. Thank you, Deanna. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Also with us is another Green Bay football phenom, running back. You may know the name, Quadzilla, the Quad Father, A.J. Dillon. I got to meet him backstage. Get healthy soon, A.J. Get healthy soon. Look at this guy. I met AJ backstage. I said, this guy is a seriously good-looking athlete. We're going to watch you get better soon. You're going to be in good shape, I think. I hear great. Thank you, AJ, very much. I'd also like to thank a friend of mine for being just a great senator. Very simple. And just a fantastic person, Ron Johnson, Senator Ron Johnson. Great. He's great. And a future great one, he's going to work together. What a tandem. Eric Hovde, and he's doing terrific. Eric, you are doing well. Well, here's my complete and total endorsement, and you're doing well. I saw you're up in the polls like winning. You're winning. That's what we want. That's the guy. Tammy Baldwin is terrible, by the way. And a friend of mine, he said a long time ago, sir, 2016, he said, sir, don't come up here, sir. You can't win here. You can't win. It's a tough state. Don't come up. Tommy Thompson, right? But don't come up, sir. And I said, what do you mean, Tommy? Just don't come up. Look, if anything changes, I'll let you know and you'll come up. But don't waste your time. You have to win other states. This is 2016. I was sort of insulted, but I figured, what the hell? Who knows better than Tommy Thompson, right? About 4 weeks later, I had a couple of good weeks. I get a call, it's Tommy Thompson. Sir, it's time for you to come up, get up here quickly. And we won Wisconsin. Tommy Thompson. You remember that, Tommy? You remember that? You remember that, Tommy? He didn't want me to come up. Then he says, sir, get your ass up here, sir. You're doing good. That's great, Tommy. Thank you. You've been a great friend of mine, actually. And we're doing well now. We're really rocking here, right? They're doing well. Thank you very much. All of you, thank you very much. And House Majority Whip, a highly respected man, a powerful man in Washington, but respected by everybody, Tom Emmer from Minnesota. Thank you. He's a Majority Whip. Majority Whip. That's big stuff. Thank you, Tom, very much. And Representatives Tom, Tiffany, my friend, and Glenn Grothman. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Glenn. Really great congressmen and warriors. They're both warriors. And we have another warrior, Byron Donalds. He's my great warrior, too. Great guy. All great people. Congressional candidate who's doing really well, Tony Weed. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Tony, you're doing well. He's a winner. And my son-in-law, Michael, who's helped us so much in this campaign, he's been great. I want to thank him, and I want to thank his father and the chairman of the Wisconsin Republican Party, Brian Schimming. Wow, have you been good, Brian? I got to watch his speech on the plane just coming in before I got into the garbage truck. I had a choice. Watch your speech. So I delayed the garbage truck a little. You were fantastic. Thank you. We're doing well. We're going to win, Mr. Chairman, right? You're going to win. We're going to win. Thank you, Brian. Very good. Great job. So just in conclusion, here are the facts. Kamala is a radical left Marxist, rated even worse than crazy Bernie Sanders or even Pocahontas herself. Pocahontas. She destroyed our economy. She was an original creator of defund the police movement. And anybody who wants to defund the police for even 1 week or 1 day or 1 second is not worthy of being president of the United States of America. Kamala vowed to abolish ICE, our great ICE heroes. We don't have ICE, so we don't get the tough ones out. These are tough people that love our country. They're incredible. And as California Attorney General, she redefined child sex trafficking, assault with a deadly weapon, and rape of an unconscious person as totally nonviolent crimes. Oh, that's nice. She pledged to confiscate your guns. Would anybody like to give up that gun? I don't think so. I don't think so. And endorsed a total ban on handgun ownership. No more handguns. Let her explain that one. This woman should not be running. By the way, she came in last. You know, she ran against Biden. She came in last, absolutely dead last. She got no votes. He got 14. Whether you like him or not, he got the nomination. They took it away from him like you take candy from a baby. She even called for free sex changes for illegal aliens in detention. And at taxpayer expense, by the way. And she lied about working at McDonald's. I think that's a big thing, too. With your vote this November, we are going to fire Kamala and we are going to save America. We will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories back to America. And in fact, we're going to bring a lot of them right back to Wisconsin with all those jobs. We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire American. I will end the war in Ukraine. Would have never happened if I was president. Would have never. Vladimir would never have done that. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East. October 7th would have never happened. All those people would be living today. And I will prevent World War III. We will crush violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military. We will build a missile defense shield all around our country, all made in the USA and a lot of it made right here. We will rebuild our cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., which is in horrible shape, making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. We will teach our children to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. And we will put in legislation, anybody burning the American flag, 1 year in jail. We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools and fast. And we will keep men out of women's sports. I will defend religious liberty, I will restore free speech, and I will defend the right to keep and bear arms. Your Second Amendment will be safe. After years of building up foreign nations, defending foreign borders, and protecting foreign lands, we are finally going to build up our country. We're going to defend our borders, and we are going to protect our citizens. We are going to protect our land. We are going to protect our country. And we will stop illegal immigration once and for all. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be overrun. We will not be conquered. We will be a free and proud nation once again. We are being invaded. It's incredible. Think of it. We're being invaded by massive numbers. Very little difference between this invasion and the military. They don't wear a uniform. That's about the primary difference. Everyone will prosper. Every family will thrive. And every day will be filled with opportunity and hope and loaded up with the good old American dream. We're going to have the American dream back. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda. And we have to have a landslide that is too big to rig. Gonna make it a landslide. For the past 9 years, we have been fighting against the most sinister and corrupt forces on earth. With your vote this election, you can show them once and for all that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. It belongs to you. It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country. And 6 days from now, it is hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country. You're going to save our country. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. We can do that. We can do that. It seems so unlikely. It seems unlikely, but we can do that. With your help from now until Election Day, we will restore America's promise and we will take back the nation that we love. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never back down, and we will never, ever surrender. Together we will fight, 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 and we will win, win, win. November 5th will be the most important day in the history of our country. We're going to turn things around, and together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Wisconsin. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
Simply, I mean, I didn't think he could top the Madison Square Garden rally. I'm like, that Madison Square Garden rally was something that will never be seen again. We'll never see a rally, a political rally of that magnitude. And I was wrong. Tonight, it wasn't so much the speech as he's dancing away. It wasn't so much the speech. It was the entirety of the presentation. This man, and I'll say it, I don't have a bromance or anything, but you could learn a lot just by watching his delivery, his presentation, his cue, his timing, and then, of course, the overall marketing. He doesn't need the media. The media needs Donald Trump. The media is about to find out at this point that once Kamala's big billion-dollar buys are gone, they're nothing. In fact, they're probably looking forward to covering Trump. As much as they trash him, as much as they try to say all these bad things about him, they know their pockets are lined because of Trump. If for somehow she'd be able to be installed again, or be installed, it's not going to have the same kind of viewership. This man, when he wins, is going to cause these networks that hate him to cover him over and over like they had to cover him tonight, and it makes them money. So it's all BS. The polls, all BS. The media, all BS. This thing is over. I don't know how he does it. I seriously don't know how this 78-year-old man can do the stuff that he does and then still keep bringing energy and keep doing it, and then he's not done. We have 2 rallies tomorrow, Thursday. We have 2 rallies on Friday, and then 2 more rallies on Saturday. 6 rallies in 3 days before finally this weekend he takes a break. We think. We don't know what he'll do over the weekend. Maybe he shows up at a football game. Maybe he does a press conference. I hope he just ends on Saturday, goes down to Mar-a-Lago, jumps in the pool. They won't let him golf anymore because it's too dangerous, which he absolutely loves to do. They took away his favorite activity. And then hang out with the grandkids and just wait until Tuesday night. But we know that ain't going to happen. The man doesn't relax. So he's going to finish strong. I don't know how he's going to elevate tomorrow because this was magnificent. He capitalized on the moment. Jumped all over it. Just the way you're supposed to. And one of the things he didn't hit on, which I find it interesting that he's not talking about it. Because I think as followers, it's something that you guys may want to hear as well. He's not talking much about what Laura Trump and their team are doing to keep this election as clean as possible. He'll post something on True Social or he'll post something on X and say, we're going to put you in jail if you cheat. But she's doing, and I don't know if it's just her, whoever is running the organization and making sure as much as possible that this thing stays clean is doing a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. It's so much different than 2020. I had mentioned earlier about how you should be reporting this stuff, and one of your big resources is going to X or / America on X, the America PAC, and they put together an election integrity community where people can report things and let everybody know what the heck is going on, and it's just been incredible. I'm seeing if I can find this. Everybody got so overwhelmed with what was happening, they stopped talking about the legal cases that were happening. Okay, here, I want to show you this. Jack Posobiec posted this. Understand the power of X in the Bucks County example alone. You saw things, you filmed things, you made it go viral, you posted it. We got it all to the lawyers. They sued, and the judge ruled that election laws were violated, and early voting is now extended in Bucks County until Friday at 5 p.m. because of what they did. Everything starts with that first statement. Understand the power of X. We didn't have the ability to do what we're capable of doing right now by utilizing X to its fullest. You may not think you have any power, but if you see something, put it in election integrity community. Send it to me. Send it to Betty. Send it to Vivek Goswami. Let people know you're not alone. You are amongst millions and millions and millions of Trump supporters. And all you need is this. That's it. Your studio. Hey, I don't know what I'm seeing here, but boom, let me go ahead and post this. And then put CC and the handle and send it to everybody. And let people who do know what to look for dig in. There's no such thing as a bad post about election integrity. Doesn't mean that everything you see is wrong, but at least you can bring it to people's attention who can tell you if it's wrong. Just keep doing that. Just keep doing it over and over. If you see something, if you're in line, if you don't like what you see, you're not really sure, the ballot looks funny. I mean, somebody posted today that they spelled Donald Trump's name wrong on their ballot. It was Triump. And they're like, is that will it register? And they took pictures of it. And it went all out to everybody. Don't know where the story ends, but at least they took a snapshot of it, sent it to people, and there are people waiting to act on it. Their methodology and how they've been cheating it's been exposed. They never thought we would have this kind of voice. And what I just want to keep imparting on you people is that you do have a voice. You do have the ability to get things out there. And in fact, if you'd like to join our private group, which is quickly getting close to 7,000 people, which is why we didn't do a membership here, because if you do a membership here, all you're doing is posting a comment and you get like a cute little emoji, which is BS. If you join that group, fanfareshop.org/group, you're going to see the power of an actual membership. Oh, and by the way, it's free. You don't have to pay anything. There's no membership fee where you get to earn a badge. No. You earn your way through it by posting and creating content. I thought when I created that group and I talked to Ashley, I'm like, I want to do it on X. She's like, you sure you want to do it on X? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to charge people, and I want to do it on X because I want people getting used to being content creators, getting used to being citizen journalists. I can't tell you, it's a lot, how many people DM me and send me things and say, hey, take a look at this, take a look at that. And I keep trying to direct people. Post it in the forum. I don't have time to go through every single thing, but there's so many of us now, 7,000 people in there. If somebody sees something, they can push it up the ladder to somebody. And it's turned into such a unbelievable... You think the chat stuff here is good? Wait till you see what these patriots are doing in our private group. It's not just a comment. They're posting videos, they're posting articles, they're posting pictures, and they're free to do so without any trolls. Because think of it as X Lite. You're not exposed to all the other stuff in X. It's a closed group. There's filters, so if people come in and swear or say certain things, it goes away. So it's really comfortable for you. We've tried to make it as comfortable as possible. We got moderators over there as well. Doesn't mean someone's going to catch something instantly, but if something gets posted that's bad, it'll get caught. Don't engage if you find an idiot. Don't engage. Just click on it and ask one of the moderators to take care of it. But I urge you, move a lot of what you do from YouTube over to X. Of course, keep watching the videos here and keep watching your other people's favorite videos. Watch as many videos as you want to get your information from the right people. But if you really want to communicate and engage, join our X community. So that's enough. And again, that's not any self-promotion because it's free. It's to benefit you so you can see. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have sent me emails or comments going, I had no idea that this kind of information was available. And I'm seeing people just absorb things going, what is this? What is that? Oh my gosh, what is this? And it's all out there. Don't be fed like a little bird in a nest by having to depend upon the mainstream media. You know they lied to you. And when there is news, you're going to find it out hours before they say anything. We knew because I had posted myself that the Supreme Court had basically thrown out the stuff and says that Virginia can remove those newcomers from their voter rolls. We talked about it early this morning. It wasn't until like 11 o'clock that it hit television. And we're all like, yeah, we already talked about this. Yeah, we already know. Some of you may not have known about the dump truck thing. I saw people as they came in, hey, I just got here. What's up with the vest? Well, right now it's the #1 trend on X, and it's like proliferate. There's so much content, so many images, so much about what Trump did. If I'm Kamala, I'm just putting my head down and just, you're done. It's over. Now we just have to make sure we go into, continue to vote if you haven't voted. And then now if you have voted, you need to move into phase 2. Phase 2 is protection. Make sure if you see something, say something, and at the same time, begin preparing for what these nuts may do. They may be so demoralized at this point, they might not be able to do anything. It's going to be so much of a landslide, they might just go, F it, we'll try in 2028. They're getting spanked in court. They're getting spanked in early voting. And Trump is not letting up, and neither should you. So that's amazing to me. So remember, we've got 2 rallies tomorrow, 2 rallies on Friday, and 2 rallies on Saturday, and we'd love to have you. Earlier today, I made a mistake and signed off before I recognized the super chats from earlier today. So I just want to make sure that I recognize these people because my bad, I completely signed off and didn't do it. So let me just go back to earlier and talk about these people. I got Biscuit Boy, thank you. Gina Duncan said, newsflash, Trump's words to us, superior people, you're tough, I love you, thank you, I love this guy, I'm a senior too, they call us deplorables, Nazis, and garbage. Big Show Entertainment, we are winning the early vote in places like New Jersey. Please, folks in Virginia, we have them on the ropes, and that's true. Big Cat, great coverage last few days, hats off to you, thank you. Brad Crane, great job, Barry, I'm coming out, I'm garbage. Let me go back up to the top here. Madeline Mack, thank you, Barry, for the truth and wisdom you give us. You're one of the God's watchers and warriors. I appreciate you so much. Diane Torian, I live in Virginia and voted early for Trump. The Supreme Court ruling is great news to hear. So that's how early we were on it. Just another knucklehead again. Great news. Thanks, Barry and team. Original ironic. Hey, Barry, what we need to do is post your one-man intro into X with your fanfare so we can repost it. Okay, I'll do that. Naomi McCormick, I'd rather be garbage than liberal. Absolutely, I agree. And Don Hammering said, Father, please help Trump be safe. And I think there's 1 or 2 more that on the next page that I have to get to. Let me just do that very quickly because Everybody has been so great that I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. And here's the second page. I hope you guys can see this. If not, at least I'm paying homage. Mama Mima, help me understand how baby removal is reproductive care. I can't. Mama Mima, again, I hope we can have a bit of prayer circle before Election Day. Yes, but next Thursday. And call upon, well, next Thursday would be too late. So let me see if I can get in touch with Pastor JJ. Tracy Day, I take care of a 90-year-old lady with dementia. She may not know what she just ate for lunch or if she even ate, but she has enough sense to vote for Trump. Very well. And Big 24 Berries, as you tell all of us, prepare now. Can you please share your preparation list? I truly love it. I'm 74 and feel very uneasy. Now, I don't have a prep list. I have a wife who takes care of that. And I believe Ashley and Nick and a couple of the people are putting together some spaces where they're going to talk about that. So pay attention for that when it happens. They'll let you know as soon as that happens. All right, let me go ahead and do tonight's Super Chats before I forget and log off, because that wouldn't be fair. The poll says 62% of people said that she's going to be sucking down a big bottle of Hennessy after seeing all this stuff happen. Yeah, it's not good for her. Not good at all. Not good. All right, let me talk to this evening's Super Chats. Let me go ahead and get that window open. And thank you guys all for staying and hanging out and everything. All right, here we go. Okay, Tamika Curry, did you hear about the Formula One race on ABC? Yeah, I understand that. They made a mistake. I don't think it was nefarious. I think they were getting their graphics working and just made a mistake. I don't think there's anything to that. Probably some wishful thinking by the people who put it up there, yeah. Mama Mima, what happened to JD and Joe Rogan? I don't know. I know it's about to happen. Maybe it's tomorrow. I'm not sure. George Rivera going to the New Mexico Albuquerque rally. Now, I know what the mayor or something there is trying to get it stopped. That's when you can tell he's winning. They're trying to stop things from happening. They're trying to make sure that he doesn't get into Albuquerque. Scott Esselman, me and my wife just voted for Trump in Wisconsin. Well done. Darren Katzenberger, Donald Trump rolling in to remove the garbage from the White House. That was just epic. Charisse, as a garbage truck driver, this is awesome. Miss Fabulous, trolling Trump is pure gold. I voted for him today. Good job. Ms. Marley, the Trump bad train 247 is derailing choo-choo. Oh yeah, it's definitely going off the rails. I don't know how they can possibly respond. Don't know. Diane Toroyan, Trump and JD are rolling into the White House to pick up the trash. He should just show up in a garbage truck. That would be awesome. Donna Gibson, thank you. Sharisa, thank you. Weird. Anyone know what garbage truck he was in? No, I don't know. I mean, he did it in Wisconsin because it was when he landed. So they had to set it up with somebody not here, but in Wisconsin, so it would be ready when he got there. And they had to do that all very fast. Shepherdese, I've never ever given to YouTube, but Barry, all your hard work of keeping us informed is so worth every penny. Plus, you're entertaining too. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. Carrie Lemoyne, Barry, I've done my part. I got my whole family that will vote, and you know the men from the awesome swamps of Louisiana just spoke facts every day. I know they're down there. Diane Torian again, let's get off the Trump train and get on the garbage truck. That would be so much fun. Epic. Marvin McClain, Trump is a WWE star pulling stunts like Austin 3-1 Steve Austin. Plus, he's good friends with the Hulkster, and so I'm sure he gets some ideas talking to Hulk Hogan. Thomas Armento, want to mark it down officially in a super chat. Trump plus 7% in the popular vote. That's what they're saying right now? He's up 7 in the popular vote? Good Lord. Thank you for the streams and the wonderful community you have here. Thank you. Julie, thank you. Honeybee, Lord have mercy, Trump is funny. Bravo, President Trump. Trump 2024, greatest president of all time. Yeah, there won't be another one like him. They're just not built like that. They're just not built like him. I may be 35, 40 Cruz. I may be slow today, but not quite certain I follow when you said that Trump never fails to disappoint. Not quite certain I follow when you said that Trump never fails to disappoint. I'm talking about me personally. I'm talking about from understanding how to deliver a message, how to take advantage of an opportunity that presents itself, and then being able to execute. See, a lot of people may have ideas. A lot of people may see opportunities, but it takes a certain kind of individual to see the opportunity, have the idea, and then execute it. The execution is what really makes it come off. Like he said tonight. Think about what he said tonight. He goes, I got there, they put this together, everything was great, and then I had to get up in this truck. Now remember, there was no practice. Nobody came out with a little footstool and said, okay, step here first. He saw that. And he knows there's a bunch of photographers with cameras there. And he's like, I got to make it up in this truck. I have to execute. Everybody's put all of this together. I can't go. Can you give me a lift? He's like, my 78-year-old ass has to get up into this truck. And who knows? He may have pulled a muscle. There's no way he knew he was going to have to lug his body up into that truck. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel in the morning, but when you have to step up into what amounts to being a tractor-trailer cab, that is a huge first step, which means you're pushing off with one leg. Younger people, like, what's the big deal? Wait till you get a little bit older. Think about it to yourself. No matter where you are right now, if you're 70s and you have to get up in this big truck and you know behind you are all these people with cameras, you got to execute. You don't have a second chance. You're live without a net. And he did it. I put it in gymnastic terms. He stuck the landing. He's like, okay, I got to do this. We've gone this far. Now it's on me to get my big butt up in this truck. And he did it. He may pay the price later. He may be sore, but he did it. And I think a lot of you may have missed that. And when he said it, he's like, I looked at this step. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get up here. Yeah, I remember one time Rob and I were moving, and we said, we're going to rent a truck and do it ourselves. Okay. And we had people who helped box it up. I'm like, we can do this. And we called U-Haul and had the guys come, and they box everything up, and they put it in the truck that you rent, and then they take it off the truck. And then when they left, after they got paid, there was another box in the back of the truck. And I'm like, oh, shit. I got to get up there. I got to get up in this truck and go back there and pick up this box. Then I got to take the hand truck and pull it off. Then I got to get back out the truck. Then I got to get this big box off the truck. And I didn't have a cadre of reporters. I just had probably the most significant reporter watching. I looked at my wife and I'm like, I'm not going out like this. She married a man, all right? So no matter how much this is going to hurt, no matter what you're going to feel like in the morning, you better hustle your ass and get that box off that truck, onto the ground, into the hand truck. And if you grunt, she's going to hear you. So I just grabbed that box and threw it. And yes, it hurt like hell. Mike the plumber, the only real American garbage man that can take the true trash out. God bless that man. Is a marketing genius for sure. Party dog, thank you. Maga Mama, 4 garbage bags, please. Joy Kirkland, I saw Charlie Kirk on Megyn Kelly earlier, and he said he called Trump and told him to do just 10 minutes on a trash route with the regular guys, and he would sew this up. I agree. He just did it. And there was no way he was going to be able to do it on a route, because there's no way that they would have been able to secure it in time. They're not going to drive into someone's neighborhood and get up on, get snipers up and everything else just for that. So they did it the way that they did it perfectly. They did it perfectly. Execution. Mike Crane, welcome to the deplorable garbage heap. Yeah. Julie McCure, clear. Thank you. Love your show, Barry. Trump is the best. Thank you. Biscuit Boy again. Okay, fanfare. They're going down in flames. Yeah. At this point, if you ever played sports, what you know right now, here's what happened. You know at this point the other team is behind. And you know they're going to have to do something crazy. They're going to have to throw a Hail Mary. So Kamala's team has been trying to throw a Hail Mary, and it got intercepted and run back for a pick six. That's when the other team just goes, we're done. She knows at this point. Her entire team knows at this point. There is nothing they can do. There is no counterpunch for what he did today. Joe set it up. He came up with somebody came up with an idea. They executed it flawlessly. They ran a pick six against anything she was hoping to do. And you only got a couple days left. Done. You're absolutely done. Hope you get my football analogies. The trash is calling us garbage, really. Cajun Scully, my garbage smells awesome now. I love it. You should see some of the memes. The memes alone are worth the price of admission on X. Glaze 2010, Mexican from Trump. Ms. Marley, loving Trump's tan. This is from picking up the Biden-Harris trash on the streets. He's an honorary Latino. That's great. Big Cat again, thank you. Blessings to everyone. MAGA for beautiful. Carl Hassenauer, Trump's fleet of garbage trucks ready to clean up our great country. Yeah, I can imagine garbage trucks over the next couple days are going to be flying Trump flags. The city may not like it, whatever the municipality these people are in, they may not like it, but while these trucks are out on the street, they're going to be waving some Trump flags. Marcus Anderson, hey brother, Trump had to pick up a second job, McDonald's and garbage truck driver. Two jobs. He just jumped on top of the McDonald's job and just threw an ante up. Just went all in on it. Loved it. Don Connor. President Trump is the greatest president this country has seen since Lincoln. The garbage man for the people. He's brilliant. Love what you bring to your show, Barry. Thank you very much. Jack Green. Thank to our garbage man. We love you. Randy Rittenhouse. Oh my God, I'm in tears. I love this man. Seeing him walk out in a garbage man uniform is the ultimate statement. Oh, I was calling it. I'm like, if he comes up, don't. Oh my God, he did it. Trace Magus. We might be garbage, but if that's true, going by the people joining Trump, we must be in the recyclable. That makes us the Dems the sludge at the bottom of the garbage dumpsters. That's nasty. Stephen Morris, thank you. Paying my trash bill. Thanks, Barry Crew. Thank you. Stephen. Roger Gardner, thank you. Zuzi Guy, thank you. Kimmy, nah, hey, goodbye. Yeah, thank you very much. Isaac Stillman, we are the garbage men. Now it's time to take out the trash. I just loved it. Tommy Radcliffe, the guitar. Hey, Barry, garbage man, now get it. By the way, if I mention his name, my super chat won't go through. Not kidding. Tried 5 times with or without Trump. Wow. That's YouTube for you. Elon Musk got something coming. Donna, that's 20,000 plus migrant caravan just turned around. That would be a great commercial. I gotta screw it. Let's go back. We need to go back. Dark MAGA, black girl for Trump. Thank you, Barry, from the Cunningham family. Thank you very much. Carlos Ventura, beware of the cheat. Get your eyes on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel. Cutting edge. I think Kamala is drinking a Cartel Real. That stuff has like 25% alcohol in my country. Wow. Dominican Republic. Honeybee, can we temporarily pause migration until we get the illegals out? I mean newcomers. I didn't mean that. Mike the Plumber. Barry, please explain to those who don't know. We used to not have income tax in America. It took almost 40 years for them to sell the idea and pass back then. Yes, we didn't have income tax. And then they put the income tax in to pay for the war. And then the government basically went, this is pretty good. We can take all their money? Yeah, we can take all their money. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing one of my pre-show videos is about finally somebody asking a Democrat politician, so define fair share. And of course, you know what the answer was. Tommy Radcliffe, this is the first time I've been Ultra Alpha to Omega. Avenger rocking, super proud of my country. Michelle O, you're no Jackie O. No, not even close. 1776 Red Tsunami, November 5th. I can see it coming. Where was I? Ernest Walker, Kamala and the Dems have it rigged that when Trump gets elected, they're going to pull a thing to tell us in Trump that he's disqualified, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they'll try all that stuff, but I think the Supreme Court is waiting. I think the Supreme Court made a statement by that quick response in Virginia. Melvin Blodgett, 3,000 North Koreans are in Russian uniforms headed to Ukraine. Wow. Barb, thank you. Sharisa, again, it was a new reload truck. I recognized after. Okay. Jeremiah Kerr, 2,000 viewing on X. Barry, I shut down on Screwboob. Just came here to show you. Thank you. Thomas Armento, that was my prediction, 7+%. Okay. Claire Butterfield, thank you. Clayton Taylor, thank you. Let me see if am I at the end? Yeah. Need to play that song by the Coasters. Take out the garbage and the trash. Yeah, I know that one. Thornton Maloney did something that happened with Trump I don't know about. He's been steadily dropping in Polymarket for the past couple hours. Don't worry about it. I don't mean that to be facetious. Don't worry about it. It's game over. I mean, it literally, wait a minute, I just got one more came in at the end there. Marshall Beckwofford, thank you very much. It doesn't matter at this point. The polls are over. There's no inflection that's going to happen before the election date. It's not going to happen, especially after he just stomped her face today. So, pollsters, television, it's baked in at this point. Nobody is changing their mind in the last 4 or 5 days. It ain't going to happen. Wednesday, Thursday, that's it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's it. And then Saturday, you've got college football. Sunday, you got NFL. And then Monday, everything goes dead the day before the election. So the pollsters are done. They are not going to be doing much of anything from this point on. It's over. Finally, you can say it's over. And I think Trump had the best exclamation point. Had somebody else just come in late. Too. MAGA Mama, Trump should have had some McDonald's French fries with them. And Petras, vote, 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 share, fight, fight, fight. Absolutely. I mean, you have to have that kind of, at this point, you have to have that confidence in you to understand that nothing is going to change between now and Tuesday. Very, very few. I don't know who possibly could be undecided, but if you're going to flip parties, the people who are going to flip, what they saw today and Sunday at Madison Square Garden, they're flipping. So they're back in New York. Yeah, he completely stomped their ass tonight. Yeah, Trump's amazing. All right, everybody, I need to get the song Coming Undone by Korn. Coming Undone. I don't know if you guys have seen that. And another thing people aren't counting on is how many people who are pretending not to be Trump supporters are actually going to vote for Trump when the curtain closes or when they get to the computer, because I think there's going to be a ton of people who are going to have to come clean and realize, I can't do this shit. I can't vote for her. All right, people, thank you very, very much. Tomorrow we got 2. I'll be posting those in the morning so you know when to get in here. I know you have a lot of options in terms of watching his rallies, and we greatly, I say we, myself and the moderators, my wife, my daughter, thank you very, very much for tuning in. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.